this session, we shall try to understand how to read the data from AWS and AWS S3 storage service S3, and how to process it and how to load the data back to AWS S3. Okay, we shall try to see that in this session. So before that, let me start the session with this prompt, this command spark function. So for AWS, we need to have an account there, and we need to have access key and as well as secret key. We should have both. We should have these two, access key and secret key. Then only we can access the data from, we can read and we can write the data to that AWS S3 storage service. So this access key already I have with me. I have created an account in AWS, and this is my access key. One second. AWS access, yes. These are my credentials. I have created the access and this one, and this is my access key and secret key are there. This is my access key and my secret key. So these two are required. These two are required for reading and writing the data from AWS S3 storage service. Okay, let me show you that. How do we do it? Just this open. No. So here Spark context available as SC and SQL context always SQL. This we know already. Okay. So before that, we need to set this property. That is, I want to read from HD S3 here. sc.hadoop configuration, the first property, that is access key. We need to set the access key for it. That is sc.hadoop configuration dot set, and the access key, whatever the access key for our account, whatever the account we have, for that we'll have an access key. That access key we have to specify. So just copy this statement and paste it here. Okay, this is the first configuration. This is the first configuration we have to set in order to read the data from Amazon S3 service. And second, we need to set the secret key also here. Copy it and paste it here. This is the secret key. Next, just we shall directly, that's it. Now we can read the data from that storage service S3 as if we are reading from local file system and HDFS. Very simple. Okay, already have some data in that storage service. Let me show you the data in the storage service. Let me go with so sign into the console, Amazon Web Services console, and here I need to provide my password. And these are all the services, I think these are all different various services provide almost 56 to 70, 60 services, I think more than 60, I think the services are provided by AWS. So among this, we are using now S3 service storage. Here you can see this. Just click on S3. I have created, these are the buckets. In S3, the data is stored in the form of buckets. In HDFS, the data is stored in the form of files. In the form of files or in the form of directories. But in S3, the data is stored in the form of buckets. We call them as buckets. So here Spark, I have created a sample bucket called as Spark sample bucket, and in that I have some data here. Already I have loaded some data in this cancer data, call log data, JSON data, two JSON files I have loaded into this. Okay. So now we shall try to read the data from it. This, that is here. This is the data we have. This is all the data we have. Let us try to read some data. Let us try to see whether this is working or not. Let us try to go with this cancer data or some call log data. Let us try first. So while rdd1 equal to sc dot text file, this doesn't change. This remains same. Is the text file of, here we use s3a. S3a. In case of HDFS, we use HDFS colon double slash, but here we use S3a colon double slash the bucket name, Spark sample bucket slash, and the file name, whatever the file that you are giving there, that file name, call log data. This already we need to upload the data to bucket, and from there we can access that data like this now. S3a, that's it. And we can see perform some action. If when you perform an action, if we are getting the output of the action, then it is it is simply, we can understand that yes, the data is getting perfectly. Okay, we are able to read the data perfectly from this S3 storage service. R3 RD1 dot count. So as it is reading from some remote server, it will take few seconds to read the data from remote server. It is a local system, it won't take this much time, but as it is a remote server, right, somewhere in, no, I have created my account, and this is, this is where my account is, my storage is allocated in Mumbai, Pacific Mumbai. This is the zone where my storage service is created. So that is the reason it has to load the data from Mumbai, the server from Mumbai into my machine. So further it will take few seconds. And my security credentials, you can see the my security credentials here. Just go to my security credentials, and get started with, just go with this. Get started with IAM users. I think already users are there. Otherwise, with the first time, just go with get started with IAM users and create a user here. Add a user, username, and add a user. Here you have an option called as add a user. When you add a user, the user will be created. And finally, you will have this called as access key. Let me click on this, the user. Yes. You'll have this, when you click on the user, we'll have security credentials here. Just click on the security credentials. Already some security credentials will be there. One second, let me see where it is. We can download it as the CSV file directly. One second. Signing credentials, access key. We can see this one. Access key ID here. Access key ID. We can see this access key ID here. Can you see this one? Okay. The user under this, you have create access key. If you want to create a new access key, you get new access key. Otherwise, we'll have the old access key here. So this is how we got the, if we are getting the result of the what do you call it, the action, it is confirmed the data we got. We could read the data directly perfectly from Amazon S3 service. Did you want to let us perform some, let's try to print some data. Let us check that also. Yes, we are able to read the data. That's fine. Is it clear? Just simply very simple, very simple. We need to set only two properties and just simply se.text file s3. That's it. Okay. Now, similarly, I have one more file here in Amazon S3 only. That is my service. Where is my service? My dashboard and my service. My account. Services S3. In this I have one CSV file also. I have one text file. I have also one what you call a CSV file. Cancer data type. Already we have worked with this data set in local system. Just I loaded into this S3 cancer data 10.csv. So just let me. So if the CSV file directly we can create data frame out of it, as we have seen already. But we need to add that library dependency when we are loading the when we are starting the application itself. I did not do that, so it may not be possible to read the data. So let's okay. Okay, is it clear now? If you want to save this output, that is rdd1 dot save as. How do we save it? Save as text to file. Save as text file again s3a colon double slash spark sample bucket slash I say call out, otherwise I can say spark output. You can say anything. Okay. That's it. Reading the same path and writing into the same path. Just hit enter. It is going to be loaded into that file system, that's a storage system S3, into this bucket, spark sample bucket, and with this name spark output. So reading it from remote servers, obviously it will take some time. Yes, it is done. Now we can verify here. Just refresh this page. You can see how to see Spark output now. You can see observe here Spark output. If you click on this, we have three partitions. Three files are created as output. Why? Because the data is divided into three partitions. That is the reason, it has created three of output files. If you click on any file, you can see the file for links. And you can download the data from this one, from this link. Okay, you can download it. You can download the link. You can download the data from all the links are provided here. You can do anything whatever you want here. Okay, fine. So this is how we read and write the data to this Amazon S3. Very simple, very simple. It is as simple as we are reading from HDFS or reading from what you call as local file systems. Very simple. Hope this is clear to you. Okay.